What is a party if not strife with drama, drinking, and throwing up? Well, your guess would be as good as mine, folks. It's 1:30. I missed my cutoff to hit the day yesterday. I have failed the challenge, and yet I have not gone to sleep, and it is time to draw something. Um, I'm not really intoxicated anymore. I haven't had a drink in probably like, I don't know, maybe 4 hours. But I am pretty wiped out. It became a long night. So, what are we going to draw? Well, some of the things that were familiar to me tonight. I didn't throw up, mind you. So, let's just get that clear here. I was not a puker. I did not get sick. I was actually, I was pretty far gone for a while. Man, I'm exhausted. Uh, and didn't throw up. Didn't drive. I had some other people move my car because my car was blocking the driveway for my roommates to get home. Um, because I was like, I all I have to do is back my car out and then put it back where it was, and I think that's just a little too much for me right now. Um, but one of my best friends that we've drawn, we drew her eye, but I don't recall. She got sloshed, and then a guy that I don't know super well, but he's super cool, also got sloshed. So she was up here in my space, like in my room, in my bathroom, because I have the master bathroom in our house, throwing up, and he was downstairs in the half bath, throwing up, and you know, I spent a lot of money today because I had told everybody not to bring alcohol because I was gonna have some because we had some from our Fourth of July party, and I guess my roommates threw it all out yesterday morning, and nobody bothered to like talk to me about it or ask me if I had any plans with it. So yeah, I went out and bought like $100 in alcohol, and that wasn't really like an expense I was planning this paycheck, but it had to happen anyways. So there it is. Um, $100 in alcohol down the drain. Yeah, a lot of people got pretty trash tonight, myself included. But I don't know. I'm not defending my position, but like I know when I'm drunk, I've gotten pretty acclimated to that because I've been sober for so much of my life, and I know when I need to be like, all right, we're done. I had a probably I did this again. I had like 8 or 9 shots in probably about 30 minutes, so I got pretty toasty. Um, but I had a good time, sang a lot. I have a headache right now. There's some stuff that happened, uh, drama, like I said. So that wasn't great. But what do you do, you know? Like, I kind of just, there's this dude who's dating one of my best friends, the one who got really sick, and he's a real piece of work sometimes, you know. She was really drunk, she couldn't get up, and he was like, she just needs to get up and come home. And I'm like, dude, like, she literally can't. She can sleep in my room. We'll lock the door, and you know, she can just sleep in my bed. All the sheets are clean. Everything's washed. She'll have food. She'll have water. You don't gotta worry about it. And he was like, she just needs to come home. And I'm like, it's like literally not gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen right now. I'll take her home in an hour. It'll be cool. And he just like rolled up at my place and was like, she's coming. And I was like, she can't. And so I wound up giving them some space to talk, and he just like left pissed. And I was like, dude, like, yeah, it's crappy that she said she was gonna be home at a specific time and she wasn't there. But like, what are you gonna do? She's drunk, bro. Like, telling her how mad you are is not fixing the problem. It's creating more issues. You just gotta like roll on. You know, you can. I was like, you can stay. Like, you guys can both stay in my bed. It's fine. I got blankets. I'll go sleep on the couch. He's like, I'm not staying here. And I was like, then what are you gonna do, dude? It's like you're not. You're really just not helping right now. Like, you're making her cry. She's drunk. Can we just stop the nonsense and move on? It's really not a big deal. Like, again, yeah, she said she was gonna be home at a specific time, but she wasn't. We've answered the phone. We've told you what's going on. We told you when she's good to be taken home, we'll take her home, whether that be an hour or like 6 hours. We got you. I have no interest in like any level of whatever you think I have interest in, right? Like, I'm not interested in assaulting a drunk woman. I'm not interested in assaulting a sober woman, like, or sober women, or sober men rather, or sober or drunk men. It's not me. Got the wrong guy. It's not who I am. Uh, and she's safe. Like, we'll lock the door. Nothing's gonna happen. I'll be on patrol downstairs. I'll make sure that nobody's messing with her. Like, it's gonna be all good. And he was just not okay with that. And I was kind of just like, well, what other choice do you have, bro? Like, she can't leave right now, dog. Oopsie. So he left, and about an hour later, she felt good enough to go home. So her ride took her home. I'm waiting to hear back from that ride, which is kind of why I'm still up, honestly. It's because I'm not going to go to bed till I hear that she made it home all right. She only had 2 drinks, and that was at like 8 o'clock. So a long time ago. But still, as the host of the party, it is my responsibility to be awake and alert till I hear that everyone got home. And if I need to go pick somebody up, well, that fucking sucks, but I guess I'm going to go pick somebody up. You know what I mean? It's just what the job is. We'll need to take some eye drops if I have to go out, though, but my eyes are killing me right now. I gotta bust out some Sleep Token. I really just sang the same song like 3 times, and then I sang a different Sleep Token song once, and then I did Accidentally in Love, but I sang along to every song I knew, which is why I kind of sound a little fried. Um, we did some scream songs that I screamed to, and I don't know how to scream properly, so that's gonna mess me up tomorrow for sure. Um, but what do you do, man? I had a good time. I missed my drawing session, like I said, but we're trying to make up for it by drawing right now. What are we drawing? Man, I'm drunk. I'm not really. I'm just tired. So we're just drawing everything that like I was interacting with tonight. Um, I had a trash can because my friend threw up in a trash can. I had a bowl because my friend threw up in the bowl. I had a microphone because we sang on a microphone. I got a speaker because the microphone we sang out of connected to that speaker and played music. Um, I got a TV because the TV was hooked up to the surround sound system so that we could play karaoke off the TV into the surround sound and you could just see it on the speaker. That's my setup. It's pretty cool. Probably not for everybody, but like I like it and that's all that really matters. Um, I can't draw a toilet. I could like theoretically draw a toilet because she was throwing up at a toilet for a while. Um, I'm sorry, I'm focused real hard on trying to draw this toilet properly. I've never really thought about what a toilet looks like until now. That's not right because this is all angled, so this needs to come back here. I think something like that. I mean, certainly not the greatest toilet that's ever been drawn, but for what it is, it's not too bad. Let's get a little bit bigger than this. Look at 20, I think. Fix these lines here. Maybe I'm just so exhausted now, I can't tell how bad I'm drawing, but I feel like these drawings are not too horrible. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't really know what the backside of that looks like, but this is something like that. I mean, like it's a toilet. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I was baking a lot tonight. I made some lemonade, which was dope. Um, I tried to get one of my other best friends to come over after her concert, and she didn't. I'm a little sad. She read my message and didn't ever respond. Um, but it happens sometimes. My turnout was not amazing either. It was only about 50%. I aimed to have like a 66% turnout, so that sucked. But also, what do you do? I should have just bought less alcohol. I bought like 96 bottles of slash cans of alcohol today. Um, because it's like, hey, if we got 12 people, I don't know how late we're gonna be going, but if everybody has like 8 beers over the course of like 4 hours, 2 beers an hour, that doesn't seem too absurd. You know, 12 people, 8 beers, 96 beers. And I'm not gonna drink any beer probably. I'll have some alcohol, which I did. I had a lot of Fireball as my drink of choice, and I'm not having any beer. Rather, I'm just gonna have liquor, uh, which will happen. Um, but somebody else brought alcohol too, so a lot of people were drinking that. Oh, looks like the DD. Just had to respond. Um, so yeah, I could have bought less alcohol because some people brought alcohol and they drank all of that, but they didn't drink everything that I brought. Is what it is. It is kind of shitty that my whole fucking my whole shelf on the fridge is filled with beer that I bought for other people. But what do you do? I was gonna draw a cookie. I also bought $40 of baking ingredients to bake some cookies. I haven't really talked about it too much, I don't think, but like I'm a big baker. I bake a lot. I'm a pretty good baker. I've been baking, so I'm 28 now, right? So I've been baking for I don't know, some stupidly long amount of time. At least since I was 6, for like 22 years. And like this cookie recipe I've been making for like 15 years probably. Um, and then I also made some blondies. If you don't know what a blondie is, because people always go, "What's a blondie?" They're one of the most scrumptious things you can ever have if you have a good one. It's essentially like a brownie, but instead of being chocolate, it's like vanilla, caramel, butterscotchy kind of flavor, and they're really good. It's an original recipe I made last year. They don't last very long. They go stale in about like 2 or 3 days, but you can't they don't live in your life that long. Like they're all gone quick. Oh man, somebody scratched me. She might have scratched me when she was drunk. I just had an itch on my arm and I scratched it and it was just like it ripped off a bunch of skin. Um, no, shit happens. Let's see. I'm just sketching random stuff. I got 15 more minutes. It feels kind of like it's been an eternity because I'm so tired. Um, this bowl looks like crap. But what do you do? Let's see, I can't draw people right now because I can't draw people sober. So I definitely can't draw people mildly intoxicated but significantly impaired by fatigue. Right? Like that eye is bad. This has kind of turned out okay. You know what I mean? Like the legs on this TV suck. This didn't stay because this is it's like looking down. So it should be more like this or something, and everything should be longer or no shorter. It should be shorter, right? Sort of like that. But whatever, not a big deal. Uh, they played some cornhole. I was actually a little frustrated because I was like, people are here, everyone. So I told people to show up between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Okay, I was like, we're gonna start at like 6, but if you can't show up till 7, totally understandable. Don't worry about it. And my first guest didn't show up till like 7:25, and I'm like, guys, like, please show up. I spent a lot of money and I baked for like 3 hours. Please, please show up, man. Like, if you guys don't show up, I will literally never host a party again. This will be it. Um, that'll be it for me, man. Like, I'll be done. And then so somebody showed up 7:20. Somebody showed up 7:30. We talked for half an hour before anybody else showed up, and then like 30 minutes later, somebody else showed up, and then after that, like when that 8:30 person showed up, they started playing cornhole, and I was like, I want to go do karaoke. Like that's what the sesh was for. Like I moved my TV downstairs. I got everything set up. I did sound checks, you know. Um, and then Vinny, oh, doxed. My buddy showed up, and he brought his daughter, and that was cool. I had met her before, but like the first thing I did was she showed up, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to get on the swing?" And she was like, "Swing." I was like, "Yeah, swing." And she was like, "Swing." And so I put her in the swing, and I was just pushing her in the swing. And everyone's like, "Hey, have you met her before?" And I was like, "Nope," but she wanted to swing, and she just let me put her in the swing, so it's all good. And then they were like, "You make such a good dad," blah 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 blah. But yeah, then they played cornhole, and I was like, "Let's not play cornhole. I really want to do karaoke." And they're like, "Bring it out here," and I was like, "I could, but like, you guys don't really want that. I just want everyone to come inside and do karaoke." So I went inside, and I just was like singing to the music and chilling. And then some other folks showed up at that time. I think people were rolling in all night, right? Like my last guest showed up at like 10:30, and they left at like 12:30 with one of the super drunk people, and some other people pieced out early. Like somebody dipped out at like 8:30 because they had to work at like 4 in the morning. Um, man, I don't know what else to draw, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a ball. I guess I could draw the swing. It's a weird looking swing. It's one of those ones that has like the leg slots, so that they can be like really. We got quiet to send a text message. I'm not sure if you could hear the tapping. Um, Weird swing, right? Because it's one of the ones that has like the extended waistband. It looks kind of like a diaper, right? But I feel like usually the cutouts are like huge, like that, right? They were not like that. They were really up front, like this, very narrow, and they were mirrored on the back side. So I don't really know how this section would be drawn. Something like this, maybe. How's my cursor already dying again? That's wild. Like I just charged it the other day. I plugged it in for hours and hours and hours. And then it's got like the little hook things here. And then we got chains. The chains don't have to look that good. They just have to give like the suggestion that it's going somewhere. Yeah, I was looking at it because I never really looked at the playset that intently, even though it's in my backyard. I don't spend a ton of time back there because I planted tomatoes and then forgot about them and they all died. I got one little mini table. I guess they're not dead. One of them's dead for sure. Is like shriveled up. The other ones are like green but like bent over and not doing a whole lot. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of like a weird night. I had fun though. I felt bad that my best friend got drunk and that my other best friend had to leave because his daughter fell asleep on my bed. But I was, I don't know, probably for the best. You know what I mean? The second part, not my first bestie getting drunk. That certainly was not for the best. Okay, you can stop. You can stop now. Does the nub need to be replaced? The nib? Maybe I just need to replace the nib. That could be it. I swear, I don't have that bad of shaky hands. If I replace the nib, is it going to get better? Let's try it real quick. We're probably not going to run this video out too much longer. I'm pretty exhausted, as I've mentioned. Maybe it was the nib. It was not the nib. I don't really know how, because the slide is, I guess, is attached to the playset in the back. Which is why it has this, thing. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Because there's a cutout, but it's like built into the platform here. And then you got like a little rampart thing. I don't know. And it goes out farther. Something like that, I guess. Kind of gives you the feel, you know what I mean? And then there's like these slats here that are open. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of more or less what it looks like. We're gonna call it here. I'm trying to scroll up here. So this should be day 22. Just playing. Alright, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Probably late. Not this late. We'll be on time for tomorrow / today's video. But it will not be in the morning because I'm gonna have to eat and get some stuff done before work. I don't work that early. I work at like 12:30. But I still gotta go to bed by. So expect me around like 10 o'clock or 11, which is gonna be like a pretty consistent time when we're not on the weekends, I think, going forward. Again, sorry I didn't get the video done yesterday like I was supposed to. I thought my party was gonna end by 11:30, and at 11:30 my friend was throwing up, and so I was like pretty much with her from 11 o'clock ish to 1. You know, it's the way a cookie crumbles sometimes, but my cookies don't crumble because they're good. They like stay chunky. They stick together. Anyways, excuse me. Good night.